And in fact, I'm joined by two relatives of a man they believe still to be trapped inside the pub. Ian O'Prey is the father of Mark O'Prey. Louise is his sister. Ian, first to you. When did you first realise that your son was in the pub?
Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. My daughter phoned from Loch Gilphead. She said, "Did you hear the news about that, the Scotia at the Clutha Bar?" I said, "Yes, I've been watching it all night on television." And she said, "Mark's in there." And I dropped the phone. I just could not believe it because I've been watching all night on television from when it happened. Here we are, 2 days later. They're still inside.
As a family, you must have been desperately trying to contact him, Louise. You must have called his phone, but you've heard nothing.
No, and we've tried desperately over, it's nearly 2 days now. His phone is still ringing out. His phone is ringing in that bar. We know for a definite fact he's in the bar. He was with a guy called Willie Bell. He was actually with the band Esperanza. Willie Bell asked him, "Could you hold my drink? I'm going outside for a cigarette." Looked up and there was a helicopter crashed into the building. Willie Bell started to pull people out. We feel that the people at the scene at the time were able to rescue more people than what we've had rescued in the last 36, 40 hours. We're not getting any information whatsoever. We didn't want to speak to the press, but because the police officer has just told us about an hour ago there's a strategy. And we feel that the strategy is a health and safety strategy. Why can they not bring the outside of the building down, out the way, so that they can then see the helicopter and get those bodies out?
Suspend the helicopter.
Alive in there.
They could have suspended the helicopter by the crane. I think they're more concerned
can't get an answer to that.
Of preserving the helicopter for future investigations. They're more concerned, really, than the people, and I honestly smell a health and safety rat. And I would never would speak like that, and I hope I'm not offending any relatives or anybody that's in there. But I think there should be questions asked tonight, not further down the road, and officialdom can concoct and make up their stories as they do.
Ian, I know you're very angry that you haven't had answers. Have you given up hope about Mark?
Well, we never give up hope. I think people can survive in lots of extreme situations. But the longer this has gone on, I think it's just absolutely. I think there's something wrong somewhere. They could deal with the Twin Towers, and they can't deal with a tiny wee building like the Clutha.
Bringing people out, and we've been told just about an hour ago as well that they can't divulge the people that are in there dead because it's unfair to the other families that are waiting. I've asked how many of the people in the helicopter are out, how many of the public are out. We can't tell you that. We're just not getting any answers, which is why we've come to the press now.
Louise, I know you told me you haven't given up hope. He's your big brother, 2 years older than you. Is he a fighter?
Oh, absolutely. And one of the things is we think that Mark probably didn't survive is because he went to the help of others. That's what we think, because he was right at the front door. The whole band got out. He was with the band. The band manager said, "Hope Mark's okay."
The big boy, big powerful,
big lump of a lad, and they've asked us to provide a toothbrush and
for DNA.
For DNA, so we don't know, is he in pieces, is there bits of him, is there any parts of him? It's so frustrating.
Yeah. The liaisons officers came to my house yesterday and asked him to leave because I knew the answers I would be getting that I got tonight. Nothing. No answers whatsoever. The pass the buck divisional commander wouldn't even allow you into to take this interview. You have to stand out in the street and pass it down to the inspector. Let me go and find out answers. And I didn't want to speak to you first, but getting nowhere with them.
We're not
absolutely
allowed
nowhere.
to speak to the fire officer who's in charge of the operation to ask why are they doing the strategy that they are doing. Why can we not get the helicopter out or the bodies out sooner? And we're not allowed to get that answer, and we're not allowed to speak to the officer. They said they're too busy to come and speak to us.
I think they could have suspended that helicopter, got a machine in, pulled the walls out onto the pavement, and there'd be no detritus inside the building. All the building materials would be dragged out onto the pavement. Will somebody answer that?
Ian and Louise, I know you still have many, many questions this evening, and a very, very distressing time for you. Thank you very much for talking to us, and I hope you do get those answers
Thank you.
very quickly. So one fact, they will